Welcome to Coffee Commerce. My name is Sean Ramit, and I'm the grandson of a coffee farmer from Guyana. On Coffee Commerce, we talk about not just the business of coffee, but how coffee interacts with society, culture, community, as well as commerce, as business. How concepts and ideas have been formed around coffee. These are the stories behind coffee. They're just long enough for you to enjoy your cup of coffee. We've been talking about coffee houses and how they started in Yemen. And then from Yemen, they moved to this next center. And this is where coffee houses and coffee become immensely popular. And it's Turkey. Turkey becomes the hub of coffee. Yemen may have been the place where the actual business of coffee starts, but really it is Turkey where things start to get very popular for coffee and the coffee house. There's a couple of stories around this. So there's no facts as such, but there are some stories similar to how the other stories of coffee have gone. The first story is about the Turkish governor of Yemen. His name was Özdemir Pasha. Özdemir Pasha decides that he wants to introduce coffee to Turkey. In order to gain favor for this new beverage, Pasha goes to the Sultan, Suleiman the Magnificent, and introduces the coffee to him. It is said that the palace staff took the coffee beans, put them into a mortar, ground them up finely into powder, and then put them into a special pot called an ibrik and brewed the coffee there. This new Turkish coffee now becomes very popular in the palace. It spreads beyond the palace to other wealthy families. And eventually word gets to the common people of Turkey and Istanbul, and then it becomes popular, eventually making it into these coffee houses. That's the first story. The second story is about two men. In 1554, two Syrian men, one's name is Hakim from Aleppo, the other is Shams from Damascus. They moved to Istanbul, taking the Yemen coffee house concept with them. They separately set up coffee houses in Istanbul in the commercial district, and they're instantly become popular. With the popularity of these initial coffee houses, it then spreads, more coffee houses start to come up, and then Istanbul and Turkey become the hub for coffee houses and also for this new Turkish coffee. In these coffee houses, similar to Yemen, it's a place where games are played, especially for chess and backgammon, as well as it's a very popular place to discuss concepts, ideas. Politics are discussed. Business is also transacted in these coffee houses. It is seen as a place to get together and to make a deal, to discuss business transactions. In 1656, the Ottoman Grand Vizier Keprulu issues a new law banning coffee houses and the drinking of coffee. It's seen as a place where, because politics are discussed, ideas are discussed, that there was a concern that in these coffee houses, people were gathering together to talk about rebellion, talk about questioning the authority of the day, and even looking to overthrow the Sultan. This was the fear and the concern amongst the wealthy. So they banned coffee houses. The punishment for breaking this new law was anywhere from a severe beating to drowning. This surprised the people of Turkey, since the coffee houses were very popular and was a very popular part of their culture by now. And the thing that the ruling class was feared the most happened. Because of this law, there was a rebellion. These riots were so severe and so strong and so sudden that the law was abolished, and drinking of coffee and in coffee houses was reestablished. But it doesn't just stay in Turkey. It does spread to the West. But that's another story for another cup of coffee. Thank you.